Hey everyone, this is going to be a short guide on what I think are Hag's best perks. I know that there are some other perks that are okay or decent, but if it doesn't stand alone good, like this is the combo that I usually use when it comes to perks, these four, but they each stand alone really well on Hag. Uh, I have Undying, Haunted, and Ruin down here just because they're good on every killer. And honestly, any form of Jin aggression on Hag isn't good because she can't pressure off Jins that well for Ruin to work, and she's not fast enough after getting hooked to know where a good pop is gonna be. So you're gonna have to mainly just play around a 3 Jin and hope that Corrupt helps you out in the beginning with that. But even though that Ruin isn't that great, Ruin Undying is still pretty good on everyone right now. These aren't in any order, but I do think Corrupt is Hag's best. I actually don't have the Nemesis, the new killer. I don't have his perks on here yet, but I think that Lethal Pursuer would be either A or B, because it lets you avoid people. And Hag's early game is the make or break usually. So if you can avoid people and set up traps, that's amazing. Corrupt is amazing on her, but it has a downside to where it pushes the survivors away from the generators that they're at, so they're more likely to run into you. So you have to hurry up and get your trap down as quick as you can before you run into people. And sometimes you run into people right away, or sometimes they spawn next to you. But I still think Corrupt's her best. I would say Monitor is either tied or second best because Monitor works really well on killers that already have low terror radiuses. So Hag, for instance, has 24-meter terror radius, and if you put Monitor on, it takes that down to 16. And then Nurses has a 28-meter terror radius. So when you can see someone healing 28 meters away, but they don't even know you're there until you're 16 meters away from them, it's very advantageous and it can get you a lot of wins. A lot of games have been won off of Nurses for me. Sloppy just helps out with Nurses. Honestly, Thanatophobia is not bad. Hag's one of the killers that can make Thanatophobia work really well because she's good at getting the initial injure on people. But I stick with Sloppy just because it's more reliable. Um, if you're not trigger happy and you don't teleport immediately when your traps are triggered, then make your choice is fantastic because you can if you know which trap's triggered and you're watching it and you wait for the unhook, then you can teleport after the unhook and then get an insta down on the person who came for the rescue. And it's just really good. I don't use it too much, um, but it's amazing. Franklin's is another one. It actually just got a buff, I think, to where the items now just lose charges instead of disappear, which I think is way better, especially since they made it to where keys, you can't escape through the hatch unless the key has its full charge. It's amazing. Save the best for last. I've used a few times, but ideally, it's a great perk on her because if your traps aren't separated far enough, you'll teleport to a trap, you'll hit a survivor, and then they'll run into another trap, and you'll still be in the animation of cleaning your weapon. But with save the best for last, you speed that up, so then you can teleport to the next one immediately and get the down. I usually have mine kind of spread out, so I don't run save the best for last too often. I think her best hex perk to use is Devour by far. Um, you could run Devour, Ruin, Undying, but I like running Devour alone because if they don't know that if Ruin's not there, they're less likely to go look for Hex totems, and then Devour can do a lot of damage. And then, like I said in the beginning, these three are literally just here because I mean they're not bad on anyone right now. Um, there's a few other perks that are okay, and there's other perks in combination that make um, a great combo, but as perks as individuals, I think these are by far the best. Thank you so much for watching.